Specialization course in Dust and Spill Control Class 1 Introduction of Particulate Matter and Regulatory Framework. Dust control in the mining environment is one of the most persistent and critical challenges facing the mining industry today. This problem not only affects the health of workers and nearby communities, but also has significant environmental and economic consequences. The current systems used in mining usually have very low efficiency for local control and lack effectiveness in global control. Persistence in applying the same traditional systems in mining for dust control despite their failure will not lead us to reduce fugitive dust, much less PM10. The objective of the course is to provide fundamental tools to develop real and sustainable solutions that allow efficient control of particulate matter and spills both in existing plants and in future projects. The specialization course is aimed at students, technicians and engineers in the sectors of maintainability and reliability, plant operation, design of dust control systems, occupational hygiene and safety, environment and fire protection. Dust or particulate matter, MPS or TPS, is the dispersion of solid particles in the environment smaller than 100 microns that can be kept in suspension with an approximate speed of 1 meter per second. It can settle a few meters from the emitting source or several meters away. Kilometers. Visible dust is that with particles larger than 40 microns. As a reference, human hair has an approximate thickness of 70 microns. PM10 is the particulate matter that enters through the nasal passage and remains in the thorax. PM5 is the fraction dangerous to health. It does not settle and remains longer in the air and can penetrate the lungs. PM2.5 is the most dangerous particulate matter for health since it can penetrate the smaller diameter ducts in the lungs, the alveoli. Silicon dust is dust that has 1% or more free crystallized silica in the respirable MP5 fraction. Fugitive dust is uncontrolled particulate matter that escapes into the environment from a generating source or due to inefficient confinements. Spills are uncontrolled materials that escape to surrounding areas, onto the floor, or remain attached to components. Adhered mud is an eternal source of polluted air. Terminal or limit velocity is the maximum speed that a body reaches in air under the action of gravity, when the acceleration is zero or air resistance equals gravity. The limiting velocity for laminar flow can be calculated with the Stokes equation or in the laboratory, and for turbulent flow, with the equation for the Rayleigh drag force. The COMET program is an organization dedicated to education and training in the USA, which built this diagram of limit velocity as a function of particle size, based on the predictive model developed by Zender for the climate. That is, it considers hurricanes, very turbulent air. This diagram is recommended to obtain the limiting velocity of different particle sizes. For example, the PM10 requires a minimum speed of 30 mm per second to avoid falling. For this reason, it is considered non-sedimentable. The regulatory framework in Chile includes specific standards for PTS, PM10, PM5 and PM2.5, as well as for free crystallized silica, regulated mainly by Decree 594 and Decree 12. We have concluded the first class of the Dust and Spill Control Specialization course.